Hi, my name's Julie Story and I'm the owner of the Brighton Cupcake Company, and today I'm going to show you how to make and decorate cakes and cake pops. In this video I'm going to show you how to make fondant cupcakes. So we're using the basic cupcake recipe, which is 125 grams of flour, 125 grams of caster sugar, 125 grams of butter, and about 125 to 150 grams of egg. And with this I'm using 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Just to save time, I've beat the eggs and the extract's already in there, and I've creamed the butter and sugar together until it's pale and creamy. And now I'm going to add the eggs slowly and then fold in the flour. So I'm using a KitchenAid, but you can use a hand mixer to beat these ingredients. And certainly for small quantities of cakes, you can do the whole thing by hand. That means creaming together the butter and caster sugar with a wooden spoon in a bowl. So I've measured my flour and I'm going to sieve it just to take out the lumps, keep it smooth and keep the cake nice and light. So now I'm going to fold the flour into the mixture, just being careful not to work it too much. Pushing the spatula down, lifting the mixture up rather than the other way around. Don't overbeat the mixture, you want to keep it nice and light. But it does need to be well mixed. And now it's ready to weigh into the cases. So for this I'm using regular sized cupcake cases. And because we're making fondant cupcakes, we need to make the cupcakes a little bit shallower. So in an ordinary cupcake I'd put 40 grams. I'm going to put 30 grams in this because I need enough room to put the fondant icing. So I'm going to use 2 dessert spoons to weigh the mixture into the cupcake cases. You don't have to weigh it, but it does mean that each cupcake is exactly the same quantity in it, and it makes them look really professional. So the next step would be to preset your oven to 180 degrees. Ovens do vary, so be careful with the temperature. If you think your oven's a little bit hot, just set it a bit lower. I know mine's a little bit hot, so I'm setting it to just between 170 and 180. So now my oven's set to the correct temperature, and when it's hot enough, I'm going to put the cakes in for 15 minutes. So I've got some of my fondant cupcakes here. Remember that they are a little bit lower than the usual cupcake. That's so that you've got enough room to put the fondant icing. So to make fondant icing, I'm using a hand mixer. You need a bowl and a sieve, and we need to sieve 250 grams of icing sugar into a bowl. So I'm going to add now 3 tablespoons of warm water, but remember that you can add but you can't take it away. So you're going to make a nice, thick, pouring consistency. So I'm going to be very careful when I add this to make sure I don't add too much. So I'm going to start with 2. Mix it around. So I'm just going to add the other tablespoon. Just going to fold in the icing sugar so it doesn't go everywhere when I use the hand mixer. So just mix the icing until it's smooth. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of liquid glucose. So now I'm going to put the fondant into the cupcake. Just need to take a spoonful, pour it into the very centre. Don't need too much. Just tap your cake until it covers. And then I've made a sugar rose here, and I'm going to decorate the cupcake with that rose. And that's how you make a fondant cupcake.